I believe we are live. Good evening, everyone. And if you're not from India, good whatever the time it is. So today we have a lot of information on TIS. I really wanted to stop doing this, but it is just so fun. The Info Sunday. Yes, I do love that. Okay. So first of all, before getting started, I just wanted to say that I was really worried today because I didn't had time to search a lot of topics this week, and I had to do a lot of research today for this thing. And at the last second, out of nowhere, I get hundreds of topic in my mind. Half of them I needed some time to like even think what to do. So as usual, first of all, please do this, subscribe, and let's roll my intro. Okay, so let's get with today's topic. So first of all, topic is I have a news for you. Intel internal information. The thing is that I said that I will be posting a normal video every single Monday, but the problem is I ran into a lot of problems, such as my junior college started out of nowhere. Hence, I have really less time because I have my classes, then I have my homework, and on the other hand, I am planning to change my videos a lot, and not just meaning that I'm going to change it by getting better gear, because I noticed only 15 videos of mine have even crossed 100 views, which is extremely less, because I made 128 videos and published them till now, and only 15 of them has crossed over 100 views. And of course there are few videos which cost around 10,000 views, even 1000 views, but I still feel that not even if the streams don't get those many views, is it probably my fault? And after watching and doing a lot of research, I found maybe it is. Maybe I need to create more engaging content. Maybe I need to stop talking like now and get right to the point. So basically what I'm saying is that I will not be publishing weekly videos anymore. Don't worry, I will be doing TIS and I will be doing shorts, but I won't be publishing weekly. I will try my best. I'm not making any promises that when I'm going to post my next video, but don't worry, my next video, which I believe is going to be really good, is in progress. Now I'm going to tell the title of it because it is really interesting. So my next video is Meet Jarvis, an artificial intelligence that I made 3 years ago. Why haven't I showed it to you yet? Good question. I will answer it in that video. So please stay tuned to watch that video. And not only that, I have also shown whether if I have or I haven't won a national competition. The coding bee competition that I talked about in the first TIS show ever. Also, I felt, yes, I completely forgot about this. In the last TIS show, I was like so worried that everything is going right or wrong that I completely forgot to stop taking video input from the webcam or the mobile that I'm using, and hence before the intro the voice sounded like echoing, and my someone who I know told me that sounded cool, and I said that sounded so stupid and I really can't believe. So this time I made sure, and I'm making sure right now that if the audio is only coming from one device, and yes, it is. Okay, so I'm extremely excited for today. And next thing is, someone also who I know told me that he watched my last TIS. He said he watched the complete episode. And if you think that I won't know if you did watch or no, I do know if someone watches my full episode, or some who watches till where I don't know their name, but I do know if someone watched. And last TIS had a bit less time watched, and no one watched completely. So I know he was lying. Okay. Next thing, the first topic that I wanted to talk about today is we are going to create a new chapter for this. Okay, so yes, the first topic that I wanted to talk about currently is Raspberry Pi Pico W. In the last EIS, I told how useful is Raspberry Pi. This is the Raspberry Pi in my case. I am pretty sure not all of you know this because it's not required to know, and honestly, this is really cool, and this is for hobbies and enthusiasts. I know I pronounced it wrong. So yes, the news about Raspberry Pi Pico is it came out and it immediately sold out in India. I found one website which I do trust, robo.in. So as far as I know, they told that the product is going to be out, and within a day the entire stock got out of stock. I tried contacting them, I didn't get any response till yet. Now one more thing I would like to say is when you go to the official website of the Raspberry Pi, they give you a list of verified sellers where you can buy. In that sellers, I found a major flaw. That is, the problem is module 143 named website is not currently functioning. I'm not sure why it's down, and I don't even trust it a lot because I just feel okay, fine with it, not very much. So yes, so their website is not functioning, and I tried contacting Raspberry Pi to take it down, or at least unlist it till the time so that they can set it. Yes, so if you would like to buy a Raspberry Pi Pico W, of course, which stands for wireless, H stand for headers, if you don't know. So yes, if you want a Raspberry Pi Pico, I would most probably suggest you to wait probably 2 weeks, so that there will be enough stock at least. And actually, I'm not even sure it's completely in India, because one website showed things a bit, I'm not sure, but one website showed you can buy it now, but your product is going to come at December. Oh my god, that's 5 months left. So yes, most probably I will give it a week before I buy it. I am eager to buy it because I last time bought a Node MCU, and honestly it's not working. And I know Raspberry Pi Pico W will work because it is going to be really famous, as far as I know, because Raspberry Pi Pico is already famous. And second thing, you can use MicroPython in Raspberry Pi Pico, which I'm extremely excited. If you don't know what MicroPython is, don't worry, I'm not going to explain it right now, but it's basically kind of programming language related to Python, and I love Python. If you don't know, I have been doing it since last 5 years. So that is why I am so excited for Raspberry Pi Pico. Now, one more topic that I wanted to talk about is our international topic. Elon Musk intends to backing out the Twitter deal. Yes, I am talking about it right now because I really want Elon Musk to buy Twitter for two reasons. First of all, I'm pretty sure he will improve Twitter. I currently use Twitter and I feel it's fine. It's not the greatest. I don't know why, and I feel it has a lot of kind of I can't even explain it. So yes, I would love for Elon Musk to buy Twitter, but he recently told that he intends to back out from this deal because it has a material breach in his policy. So that is one more thing that I just wanted to share. So and if you know that Mr. Beast tweeted that if Elon Musk tweeted that he dies under under any circumstances, so he will give Mr. Beast the Twitter, and I would love to see what Mr. Beast will do with Twitter. Yes, coming to the next topic is about Google. Now, as you might know, Google is a really huge brand, and if you don't know Google, I really cannot explain it. It is so huge, and it's like even toddlers know what is Google. So I wanted to actually talk about one small thing, is Google's calendar reminder. So when you set up a reminder in Google, it basically gives you a small notification, and sometimes it gives a small beep. You need to set it up. It's a bit complex, not very much though. So I feel it's not good, because I would love to use Assistant in order to set reminders, but if I don't get a proper ringtone like the alarm does at that time, most probably I will forget about that, because I don't have my phone always with me, and I will not be able to see the notification always. So a simple fix that I propose to Google is, please add a ringtone to your notification, so whenever it rings, a lot of people get whenever it rings or whenever the time comes, it makes some noise. It's not just a pop-up notification. I really don't like about that. I really don't like it. Okay, one more thing on the same topic as Google is, I really need a simpler communication between Google Sheets and Google Calendar. I am more than sorry Google Excel. I'm not sure what it is called. I actually wrote Google Sheets, but I'm sure it's not. But you know, right? Excel, Google Excel. I'm so sorry that I'm saying Google Excel. Yes, I really need a better way of syncing between that and Google Calendar, because when I create a YouTube schedule, I need to create a script to take all the dates and then automatically post it in my Google Calendar. Now, creating that script can be really hectic, and I would just wish if they can create a small feature where you can just hit sync with Google Calendar. And I'm not saying you can actually, Google can actually add a few feature, like if you write a special code in the cell like equals to sync this to this, and it automatically goes to the date and time. I would love that, because currently syncing Google Excel and Google Calendar is probably one of my most irritating thing, but it is very important because I use Google Calendar every day, and honestly there is no other option that I would rather use except for Google Calendar, because it's so simple and easy to use. And of course it's available here and all the devices that I have. Yes, on the same topic as Google's sub brand, I'm not sub brand actually, on the same topic as Google, we have YouTube today. I have a lot of problem with YouTube. First of all, I can't upload regular problem, but the problem which I have with YouTube is different, and everyone should know about this, because when I use YouTube Studio, I don't know why I brought it up. I'm not going to show you here. Yes, so when I am using YouTube Studio's app in my mobile, I am honestly getting a lot of bugs. First of all, view count is not like what's actually happening here and what's actually happening here. YouTube Studio in the browser actually works better than the app, and I do know that YouTube takes some time. I guess it takes 48 hours, and all the views in the 48 hours are counted as real time, and I do know that's not always 100% accurate. Even after those 24 hours, I'm not getting the exact view count that I have on my YouTube video and the video that I see here. For example, the last video few weeks ago I uploaded a video, I'm not sure the name, it got around 49 views or something like that in 3 days. So my YouTube Studio app only shows 27 views. I don't know why. Do those views need validation? I really feel it's irritating, because honestly I use YouTube Studio every day. Like every morning I open YouTube Studio, is my first app that I see, because I love to see my stats and how am I doing. And that's not the only bug that I have found. Second bug that I have found is sometimes YouTube Studio glitches. Just it glitches and stops. It hangs. I don't know, it's because of my phone. It couldn't be. This is really new phone, Redmi Note 10 Pro Max. So yes, that is one of the issue. So if you do get lower counts on YouTube, I do suggest that you double check it on, let's say, your browser, or just go to YouTube and you go to your channel. My screen is very blurry. I cannot do anything about that, because I am using a mobile and an internet connection, hence the video quality is really low right now. Okay, now one more thing that I wanted to say is yes, one more thing on the same topic as YouTube is I have gotten a lot of requests like, how do I do my YouTube channel? I mean, how do I manage my YouTube channel? So let's open up something here. Whenever I create okay, I believe you can see my screen. I really do. No, you cannot see it right now. Okay, I believe you are able to see my screen right now. So I just wanted to show you how does my how is the process of my YouTube video making. So first of all, when I usually make a YouTube video, I take input from multiple devices most of the times, because I cannot just I don't just use one single angle. Usually it's different camera for close-up angles, different camera for views like this, or video clips like this. So whenever I do this, this is the basic format. There are a lot of folders here. We will go one by one. First of all, it's the edits folder. I will just open it up and wait. Edits folders basically basically contains my Filmora edit extension, I guess. Filmora's saved file of editing if I ever want to edit in future. Next thing it contains is end card. Now end card is not something that I use now. I used to use it, but now basically it is just a small screen. Watch some more videos and don't forget to subscribe, and I usually put 2-3 videos there, and even my subscribe to my YouTube channel there. Next thing is my memes. I don't use memes a lot, but in this video, this video is the final days of my school that I'm talking about. In this video I use 2 memes. So usually I have a memes folder always whenever I create a YouTube video. It is usually empty, most probably. Next thing is the necessary folder. Now necessary folder contains another whole bunch of things, except for end card, introduction, like, subscribe, music, my logo, and SpongeBob later. These are all the SpongeBobs that I use in my YouTube videos. The reason I'm showing you this is because no one else does, and I would love if someone helped me to establish a base. Next thing is script. This is going to be empty for this video because this is a vlog and does not contain a script. Next thing is the thumbnail. Now usually I create multiple thumbnails and choose between them which could be the best thumbnail, but this only took one thumbnail, as you can see here. And thumbnails are not created in here. Thumbnails are usually created in Canva. I have a Canva Pro. I also explained how you can get Canva Pro. Basically, if you subscribe for the GitHub Student Developer Pack, automatically you will get 1 year of Canva Premium for free, just because you're a student. And all it takes is to go there, hit apply, and give one identification. It could be your school's ID card, your school's something else, or a formal letter from your school saying that you're a student at your school. That's a lot of schools in that sentence. Okay, so as you can see, this is my thumbnail, and the final folder is the video clips, and there are a lot of video clips. I am not going to show it every single video clip here. So next thing that I do is import them. Just give me 1 second. Yes. Okay, so the next thing that I do is import them to my Filmora. Currently this has been corrupted, and I know it is opening, but it is not the folder that I want. So yes, sometimes folders get corrupted, and it's usually really hectic for me. So this is how I make my YouTube videos, and let's stop stream. And you can see my face back completely. Okay, so those are the few things that I wanted to talk about YouTube. Now when I started this stream, I was really thinking that is a lot of topics for today. Now after just a bit of 15 minutes, I feel I have not prepared completely. Yes, I only have 2 more topics. I'm just saying the truth with you. So one more thing that I wanted to talk is about the Raspberry Pi, but not about the Raspberry Pi, but about the case that I'm using. So usually I use Raspberry Pi as a server, as a NAS server, network attached storage. So basically I connect a hard disk to this, and whenever I want to send a file or anything, literally I usually store it in, usually this is plugged into electricity and this is always running. Hence, because of that, I can access this whenever I want with all the devices that I have at home. So if I want to share even a large file, I can just upload it to this and I can access it from that. I use this method as primary method to copy my video clips from my mobile to my laptop, but it didn't work out. The reason is it takes a lot of time to go from here to here. Also, the device gets really hot, and I did not think about that when I started the NAS. So after that, I brought this model. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm just telling you, if you require any kind of fan, so you can just buy a fan for this. And I'm not joking. I thought, what could this small fan do? And in this summers, not this summers, but 2 months ago. So yes, it actually works out pretty nice. The fan actually cools down the Raspberry Pi pretty nice. And also one more thing that I found is this can be 3D printed. That is the segue, or not the segue, that is our next point. I wanted to show you something. Now, if you don't know 3D printing, 3D printing is not extremely popular, I would say, but it should be really popular because it is one of the best things ever invented, and I want a 3D printer myself. Let me explain what is a 3D printer. So basically, a 3D printer is a device that prints something but in 3D, just like this. This is something that you will not understand at first look because this is something that I 3D printed. I know it's not very good. So as you can see, this is, if you can see it carefully, this is actually a Arduino holder with a battery holder and a buzzer here and ultrasonic sensor. This is actually a distance measurement system that I wanted to create for cars. For example, if you have your car here, you just keep it at your back. This is not the actual version, this is just the prototype. So if you keep it here, it will measure the distance between any kind of walls. So when you're backing out, it is going to make a sound with the buzzer called beep 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 when anything is less than 50 centimeters. Now, in order to create this, I could have just chosen ultrasonic sensor and cardboard, but I wanted to make this a permanent project. Hence, I used a 3D printed object because in real life, what I wanted to create does not exist. So that is where 3D printing comes in action. When you want to create something like this, which in reality doesn't exist, but you don't have the metals, or not the metals, materials to create it, you can use a 3D printer to create mostly everything. I can create this, my water bottle, even my mobile. Of course, they won't be functioning, but it creates kind of a base, a chassis, which is really important. And I really need a 3D printer right now. But do you know what's the cost? It's 15,000 rupees for a good 3D printer. The one which I want is the Ender Pro. I always say Ender Dragon. I don't like Minecraft that much. Still, I say Ender Dragon. Okay. Yes, so I was talking about the Ender 3 Pro. Wow, I'm on live. Usually, I would have cut this part, but okay, so yes, the Ender 3 Pro is basically a huge 3D printer, not a huge, but a really great 3D printer for home because it can print anything from 25 centimeter to 25 centimeter to 22 centimeter. Yes, so it is a great 3D printer and it only costs around 15,000. I know that's a lot, but in my opinion, for a 3D printer that you can use a lot, it's not a lot. This small build took me around 780 or something, and if I would have printed this at home, this will only take around 3 or 200. So just think, if you're a kind of person or a hobbyist who likes to do 3D printing or this job, so or to create anything, then you can save a lot of money because outside they take 9 rupees for 1 gram, and at home it's only maximum of 3 rupees per gram, and this is around, I'm not sure, but I'm going to estimate it was around 125 grams. And the cost that I'm saying is including the PLA material, the material or the plastic which is put into the 3D printer. I'm also calculating the electricity the 3D printer takes. So this would have took around 6 hours to print, so it will take 6, I guess it takes 1 unit or something. So that's, I don't know, I guess 1 unit is 10 rupees. So that's 10 rupees electricity cost is not lot for the Ender 3D printer, and that is 10 rupees, plus your PLA is only 1 rupee per gram. So yes, of course, if you buy 1 kg, it would be really costly to buy a little bit or a small amount. Yes, so that is what I wanted to share about this. The parts have not been assembled because I don't have a free Arduino. All of my Arduinos are currently in use. I own 3. Yes, the next thing I wanted to show, if you are going in this 3D printing, you should definitely use Tinkercad. Just give me 1 minute. Yes, there you go. I'm still new at this. I don't even get the word. I'm still new at live streaming, so I didn't make everything ready. So now, as you can see, Tinkercad is basically a really great 3D printing or 3D modeling software where you can make 3D models. I actually created this model in Tinkercad also. Now, of course, I'm not saying that 3D Tinkercad is a huge industry used or industry approved CAD. I don't know what CAD stands for. CAD, but Tinkercad is really great for people who are just starting out with 3D modeling, because honestly it could be a bit hectic. Some people use Blender, some people use SolidWorks. SolidWorks is actually paid, but Tinkercad is completely free, so it's for everyone. Not only that, in Tinkercad you get a lot of things inbuilt. Also, not sponsored, no one has sponsored me to say this. So as you can see, this is the model, 3D model in action versus in reality. Sorry, in action versus in theory. So as you can see, one more thing is I did not take a measurement of my batteries correctly, because this is stuck. If you think that this is the only thing that I have installed, no, this is stuck. I'm not able to remove it. I even tried with a screwdrivers. Yes, I could not get it out. But the ultrasonic sensor also does not fit here. This is around 0.2 mm thick, and I guess the ultrasonic is 0.5 mm thick, so I should have kept 0.6 mm thick, but I only did 0.2, and the Ender Pro is not that good at accuracy, so you can see a bit of a jitter here. So yes, that is something that I wanted to show you. One more thing that I wanted to show you is how easily did I make this. Now, in order to make this, all I did is this. I know it's very complex, and I will just show it to you in 1 second. Okay, why am I unable to ungroup this? Okay guys, I'm so sorry, this is completely unexpected. I thought that this is actually okay. I'm running into some issues. No worries, it's fine. Let me just show you how did I make this. This thing is not moving at all. No worries. We will just do it here. This is another model that I wanted to show you how did I make this, but I don't think so that's really necessary right now, because this is something that completely failed. So we are going to keep it here, and I'm going to show you how I made this model in Tinkercad. So first of all, the thing that I did is took a cube, and then I made the cube of random height. Then I kept it at side. Then if you go here, you can search for Arduino. Actually, yes, they do have Arduino. In electronics, I believe it is there. So as you can see, here is our Arduino. Now this version of Arduino is the version something, but this version has an IC here, as you can see. Now remember, not all Arduinos have that. My computer is really dying here. Okay guys, well, this is not good. Yes, so the problem is that my laptop is not powerful enough to do that, because it's currently extremely hot right now and I can just feel it keeping my hand here. Probably I can toast a sandwich or something. It is that hot right now, and I can't turn on the fan because of the audio problems. I'm extremely sorry, but I cannot show you how I created this model, but don't worry, I will probably link it somewhere so you can explore for yourself. And this model I have probably also uploaded in Gallery. If not, I will just do it in the Tinkercad Gallery. And the reason I suggest Tinkercad is because it's first of all free, second of all it is really easy to use, extremely easy to use. As you can see, there are a lot of things that are pre-installed in there, like there is a buzzer, there is an ultrasonic sensor in there, ultrasonic sensor is not present there, there is a Arduino Uno there. Now the reason why I'm saying this, because those are real life scale. So when I created this model, basically what I took is I took a Arduino Uno, I kept a huge block on it. I'm not talking about real life, I'm talking about the model. Due to technical error, I don't need to do this for that. Due to technical error, I'm unable to show this. But when you put the Arduino on the block and you use Arduino as a whole, it automatically creates all of the small holes and conjunctions, so that you don't need to worry about any of that, and you can just put your Arduino. Otherwise, in another system, you need to create a real life model of the Arduino by taking every single measurement. You don't need to do it here. The same thing I did with the battery. As you can see, it didn't work out because I think so my battery, it should have been a bit bigger, because it should be easy to get on and off, and now it is stuck. Yes, so let's see what else do we have for today. And as I told, this was my final topic actually. One more thing I would love to say is, if you are a true viewer, if you have watched till right now, thank you so much. And just comment something, I'm not even joking, just comment something. Comment your favorite thing in this beautiful world that we live in and enjoy. Comment something so that I know that you're a real viewer, because nowadays I'm getting like around 1,000 views per month, but most of them are new viewers, and I really don't think that's real engaging. So I believe I need to make more engaging content, and I will do that. That's exactly what I said. So I guess that is it for today. So yes, I will see you next week with another TIS. Until then, I will see you later.